Hi. So I wanted to discuss a documentary that I watched recently. It's called Louder Than Words. It is something that I did watch in high school during my first ASL class. And I watched it again recently. And it basically talks about the two stories of two children that got cochlear implants. One of the families is a totally deaf family. They're all born deaf. The other family is everyone's hearing except for this deaf child. So both families had their children implanted with cochlear implants. And the hearing family started off with sign language and kept up that sign language until this girl was about 6 or 7. The entire family learned sign language. They put her in a deaf school so that she could be surrounded by that and get deaf culture, which I thought was amazing since usually that doesn't happen in hearing families. And then, she had decided that she would talk to her daughter about getting a cochlear implant. Since she did want it to be her decision, she just didn't want to put this into her child's head without, giving them another option. So whenever she told her daughter, like, there's this thing, it can help you hear, her daughter was so excited. She was so ready to do it. So they decided to go ahead with it since, the girl is only 6 or 7, but she was so excited and it was something that she wanted really badly. The process of getting the cochlear implant was difficult. Obviously there was discomfort, and she ended up being so successful with it. And she does believe that she has, as her mother said, one foot firmly planted in the deaf world and one foot firmly planted in the hearing world. She is still in between, which is a problem that does come up, but she's had wonderful success with it. And despite that, that family did say that there's no way they would have been able to do it without American Sign Language. And even whenever the doctors told them to stop signing with their child, they continued to do it because that's her first language. The deaf family, they obviously faced kind of feedback from other deaf people that wasn't, totally positive. But they just saw it, the deaf parents saw it as, we know the deaf experience. We are deaf. We had to grow up with this, and we don't want our child to have to go through that. So they also implanted both of their children, and then the mother got a cochlear implant as well because she wanted to hear what her kids were hearing. So for both of these cases, though they are very different, they did end up working really well for all the people involved, but I don't believe that it would have been able to work out that way without cochlear implants. I thought it was an amazing documentary. If there is anyone that has questions or wants to see kind of the process of it, I highly recommend it. Again, it's called Louder Than Words. I'll put the title in the description of this. And yeah, I thought it was very educational, and it showed a different side than a lot of the times people are shown. So